Hi there, my name is Scott. I just wanted to share a little tip. We bought this 2017 Prius Prime back in 2018. It was a holdover, leftover from 2017. So we got a good deal on it, brand new. It was about 2 years or so into it that we suddenly discovered that, hey, this thing can charge itself. So just a quick rundown for those of you that aren't familiar with plug-in hybrids. It has a fuel tank. As a matter of fact, I think the engine's is getting ready to shut off. And it can drive in EV mode. So it's the best of both worlds with a gas engine and EV. It doesn't have the range of a regular EV, but for local traffic, driving back and forth to the grocery store, if work was within 10 miles, you could drive to work and back and plug it back in and not burn a gallon of gas. I'll give you some stats. This is a 2017 Prius Prime. You can go 25 miles on a charge. The gas tank is 11.3 gallons, and when it runs in hybrid mode with the gas engine, when you use up all your EV, you get about 54 miles per gallon. Now compare those numbers to the new 2026 Prius Prime, which is slightly different. You get 53 miles per gallon, so one difference. The gas tank is a little bit smaller with 10.6, but the EV battery in the new Prius Prime is much better than this one. It went from 25 miles on a charge to 44 miles. Now, what I was talking about is there's an indicator right here that tells me what mode the vehicle's in. And I can see, let me put this thing in drive. So I've got it on two displays there. The top green part of the battery indicate that's my EV battery, and then once that green part is consumed and it says approximately 17.3 miles, I'll have to go in, or it'll automatically switch itself to hybrid mode, or I can manually put it in hybrid mode. And then back in the EV, if there is a charge available, if some of that green is there. Now, what we didn't know, my wife and I, is we would drive this thing on a charge long distance and then let it go into hybrid mode, and it drives fine like a regular hybrid does. You know, you can't complain about 53, 54 miles per gallon. However, all those years, or the 2 years, we didn't realize while we're driving in hybrid mode, hey, we can rebuild that charge into EV and go back into EV mode after about 20 or 30 miles. So there's a switch down here below the big display that allows me to put it in different driving modes, and I'll go ahead and hit that so you can see. So right now it's an eco mode, there's a normal mode, and there's a power mode. Now, depending on what you have it in, the performance and everything else is completely different. We drive around eco mode, why not? Is right next to that is HVEV mode. Now, I want you to pay attention right here where it says it's in EV mode. When I hit this button, it will take it out of EV mode. I'm sorry, I hit that normal or the drive mode. Let me put it back in eco. So right now, I'm not sure if you heard the engine came on. And yes, I have the heat running. It's about, you should be able to see there, 13 degrees outside. So it went from EV mode to hybrid mode, and then I can pitch it again and put it back in EV mode. Now, I drove this thing around to get it down from 24, 25 miles. If you couldn't tell, there's a little bit missing in the green there. So I could put this thing in charge mode. So if you're driving along, you use all that green battery, you use the EV mode for 17.3 miles, it switches over to hybrid mode. It does this automatically, and you're in hybrid mode. The engine comes on when it needs to, when it doesn't need to. Just like a regular hybrid, it'll go off. Now, the trick is, once I get to that point, if I press and hold this while it's in hybrid mode, and let go of it, it goes into, rather than EV or off, I'm going to press and hold it now, it goes into, charge mode not available because the battery's full. Anyway, it would say CHG mode. So I need to drain the battery a little bit more. I need to drive it around. So if I were to drive it around, right now evidently it's still too full, then we can put it in charge mode while we're driving around in hybrid. The engine / transmission and generator will recharge our EV batteries. So there's almost no reason, well, to plug it in, except to save a little bit of gas. And when you get home, it just makes sense to spend a dollar or a few pennies to charge that battery back up for another day's use. But just wanted to share that with you. So it is possible while you're driving down the road to recharge the EV batteries. See if a Tesla can do that.